The history of the coffee industry. The history of the coffee industry is rich and spans several centuries. The journey of coffee from its discovery to becoming one of the world's most popular beverages involves diverse cultures, trade routes, and social transformations. Here's a brief overview. Origins in Africa, circa 9th century. Coffee is believed to have originated in the region of Ethiopia in East Africa. According to legend, a 9th century Ethiopian goat herder named Kaldi discovered coffee when he noticed that his goats became unusually energetic after eating berries from a certain plant. Intrigued, Kaldi tried the berries himself and experienced a similar burst of energy. Spread to the Arab world, circa 15th century. Coffee cultivation and consumption spread to the Arab world, where coffee became an integral part of the culture. By the 15th century, coffee was being grown in the Yemeni district of Arabia and was consumed in Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. 3. The rise of coffee houses, 16th century. Coffee houses, known as Yahweh Khana, began to appear in cities across the Arab world. These establishments served as social hubs where people gathered to drink coffee, engage in intellectual discussions, and enjoy entertainment. Coffee houses played a crucial role in the exchange of ideas and the development of culture. Introduction to Europe, 17th century. Coffee was introduced to Europe through trade, and the first coffee house in Europe opened in Venice in 1645. The concept of coffee houses quickly spread to other European cities, including London, Paris, and Vienna, becoming centers for social interaction and intellectual exchange. Colonial expansion, 17th to 18th centuries. European colonial powers began cultivating coffee in their tropical colonies. The Dutch established coffee plantations in Java, and the French did so in the Caribbean and parts of Africa. In the Americas, coffee cultivation became prominent in Brazil and the Caribbean. Industrialization and commercialization, 19th century. The 19th century witnessed the industrialization of coffee production. Coffee plantations expanded, and the introduction of machinery, such as the coffee pulper and roaster, increased efficiency. This era also saw the rise of large-scale commercial coffee roasting and packaging. Global expansion, 20th century. Coffee continued its global expansion in the 20th century. Brazil emerged as the world's largest producer, and coffee became a major commodity in international trade. Instant coffee, freeze-drying, and other innovations further contributed to the industry's growth. Fair trade movement, 20th century. In the late 20th century, concerns about fair wages and working conditions for coffee farmers led to the development of the fair trade movement. Fair trade certifications aimed to ensure that coffee producers received fair compensation for their labor. Specialty coffee movement, late 20th century. The late 20th century and early 21st century saw the emergence of the specialty coffee movement. Consumers began to appreciate high-quality, ethically sourced beans, and the demand for artisanal and specialty coffees grew. Current trends, 21st century. The coffee industry continues to evolve, focusing on sustainability, traceability, and diverse brewing methods. Third-wave coffee shops emphasize the unique flavors of different coffee beans, and consumers increasingly prioritize environmentally friendly and socially responsible practices in the production and distribution of coffee. The coffee industry has undergone significant transformations throughout its history, shaping cultures, economies, and global trade. Today, coffee is an integral part of daily life for millions of people worldwide. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and sharing my videos with your friends.